my channel. If you are new, welcome. If you've been here before, thank you, girl, for clicking on this video. So today I am super excited because it is Fallback Friday, okay? And it is a series here on my channel called Fallback Friday. And so what that is I'm bringing out some palettes that I have in my collection and even makeup products that I haven't used in a long time. We'll get to foundations eventually, but we're starting off with these eyeshadows palettes that we have in eyeshadows. I'm sure all of us have a lot of eyeshadow palettes in our collection that we just don't even use anymore because there's so much makeup products coming out all the time. But sis, I'm here to save you because we're going to be creating some looks. I'm sure if you don't have this particular palette that I'm talking about in the video, you have a palette that has similar colors. So that is what this series is all about, using some makeup that we already have so we can get our coin use, okay? It's not just sitting there collecting dust or just sitting tucked away, you know? So that's what this series is about. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. And if you want to see how I got this eyeshadow look, then keep on watching. Today's palette is the Perception palette by Makeupshayla and Colourpop. Now, I don't know if this is still available to purchase, or I'll try to link something down below on where you can probably find this, but I really do like this palette, and it is like the best, like a perfect go-to palette. This is what the colors look like. I remember when this was dropping and Makeupshayla, everyone was just trying to get their hands on this whole collection, and this palette is everything. So I'm gonna prime my eyelids with the Colourpop Pretty Fresh concealer. I have it in the shade, this is the shade Medium Dark 120W, so it's like a warm undertone. All right, so now that my eyes are settled with some concealer, we're gonna set that, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Culture. Now, Colourpop does have a lot of eyeshadows, so you don't have to necessarily get this particular shadow, but the point of this is to use some shadows that we have in our collection. And so if you have another Colourpop eyeshadow palette, I'm sure you could probably still create this look. The special thing about this was that it was a collaboration with Makeupshayla, and it has a lot of colors that could just create so many stories behind it. So I'm just going to take that Culture shade and place that all over my eyelid to set that concealer. And I think I'm going to go for like a burgundy type of look today. But I remember when I first used this palette, I did a green look. Maybe I should do a green look. This color is pulling orange on top of this concealer, but that's fine. But Colourpop comes out with eyeshadow palettes all the time, and they do amazingly well with collaborating with a lot of different influencers and content creators, and I think that's so dope. What was your favorite Colourpop collaboration that ever launched? This one was definitely one of my faves, my top favorite. Comment down below if you've ever used Colourpop eyeshadow palettes. What was your favorite palette, or what was your favorite collaboration? All right, so now I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Thick, which is this bright orange shade. I'm going to switch my brush on this one. I'm going to go in with this Morphe M505 brush. And what I like about this palette, it is not a lot of fallout on the palette, okay? It is not a lot of fallout. So I'm just going to tilt my head back and just place that right in my crease and blend that going upward. That was another reason I like this palette. The colors are super pigmented, and like I said, there's not a lot of fallout on them. There's not a lot of fallout on this palette. So that's what we're looking like so far. And I'm gonna clean up the top a little bit after. So I'm gonna go into the shade Played Out, which is this brown shade right here. And I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm gonna go in, actually no, I'm gonna go in with a flatter brush to pack that color on to the outer crease. I forget how pigmented this shadow is. This brown is so bomb. It's the perfect matte, and you could keep building it up. It'll almost look like you're doing a black eyeshadow, but it's not. All right, so I basically just blended out that brown, made it a little smoky. Now we're gonna go in with IE, which is this green. Y'all, let me show you what this green looks like swatched. Look at that green. the way that the smoothness or like the metallic, how, I don't even know how it like just moves with the hand, moves on the skin. It is so bomb. You guys see that? And what I kind of do is like tilt my head back to give the illusion that it's a cut crease, because I don't do a lot of cut creases, but I just like make the shadow go up and like really precise when I put, you know, when I use a setting spray or something on the brush to hold that shadow in place. And that's pretty much it for this eye. Like I said, you can do so many looks with this palette. All right, so I actually did everything else on the face and forgot to do the bottom lash line. So let me just go ahead and use the same colors, that brown played out shade, and like smoke out the bottom lash line. And I usually just smoke out the bottom part just on the ends. All right, so that is the finished look. I don't know if this, I'm so sorry right now if this palette is not available for you to purchase. The Makeupshayla Colourpop palette is bomb, and I'm so glad that I have this in my collection, and you know, it can create some bomb looks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick and easy eyeshadow tutorial or makeup, just showing you guys how to use some colors in this particular palette. Like I said, let me know down below your thoughts on this series, and until next time, love, peace, and beauty. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.